Welcome to the Freedom Property Podcast, the modern real estate brand empowering excellence. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back in the studio today. We have the man himself, Mr. Ben Jackson, all the way from Metrocity, West End.
Yeah, hey Josh, thanks for having me.
How are you, mate?
Yeah, good. Good,
You've
thanks.
been playing any more golf recently?
Not really, not as much as I'd like to, but yeah, trying to get there. How about you?
No, not enough. Absolutely. We were terrible, to be honest, weren't we?
Yes, definitely.
We teamed up at the REOQ event and wasn't a good run for the boys, but we'll get there. We obviously, you know when someone's really good at golf, maybe not the best real estate agents.
Definitely.
So what's going on in your world, mate?
We've had a pretty busy start to the year, actually. A lot of these investors are probably thinking it might be the year to start deciding whether they want to offload one of their properties. So a lot of price checks, a lot of appraisals, a lot of people, I suppose, getting ahead of what they're going to do this year.
Yeah, nice. So for the audience who don't know you currently, so you are the owner of Metrocity at the West End?
I'm one of the family business, yeah. So.
Awesome. So your family's been in real estate for forever?
Since the 80s, yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Since the 80s, mum and dad.
Yeah.
So we've had Metrocity since 2001.
Yeah, I bought a house off your mum. It was my first house.
Yes, she told me that.
Yeah, Liz the legend.
That's good.
It's nice to have your family in business. Definitely comes with a few complications. I've got my brother, got the missus, got my mum, my dad, everyone here as well now.
Yeah.
So how's that done for you?
Yeah, really good. So I've got my dad and my sister. My sister always did probably looked after the property management side of things a little bit more. I looked after the sales and Greg looked after, I suppose, investor sales and also just the running the business itself.
Yeah.
So
I wanted to get you in here today because you've got a massive rent roll.
Yeah.
How many you got on there now?
Between 700 and 800, depending if you want to call it properties or flats, or I always look at the keyboard and see over 800 keys. So I tell people 800 managements, but they tell me no, it's 700, but a lot of keys. So,
how many staff do you need to manage that kind of a rent roll?
I think we've got about six or seven.
That's good.
We'll be doing it. So we break it into portfolio. So we have 2 pods of 3 people in each pod. And they manage and take care of everything that way.
Nice. Do you have to get involved in that too, like every day, or are you sort of sitting back and watching it all unfold? Or?
So I mainly just look after the sales. Also, we've got an office manager that oversees the 2 pods. And just make sure that that the owners, every owner knows if they call our office, they're going to get someone on the team that understands their property and knows about it.
Yeah, nice.
So depending on the pod, and that way as well, we've got a senior property manager that does all the talking to the owners.
Yep. And
then we've got other people that do all the other bits and pieces. But the 3 people within the pod understand everything that's going on.
Yep.
At any point.
Yeah, nice. So your sales agents and all your rental team, they're all like in together?
We got, I think, probably 150 square metre office, and we're all just within that office. Probably think 5 just closed offices and just a big open office.
Yeah, nice.
And the different people sit in different spots and.
Yeah, I've been in your office there. It's a good setup you've got. And so you're running West End right now, but that's your main patch around there?
Yeah, West End, Highgate Hill, South Brisbane is where we do most of our business. And with all these new complexes that are being built, there's definitely plenty of stock to sell.
Yeah, absolutely. So where's your primary source of listings coming from?
I'd say 20% through rent roll, probably 25% repeat referral business.
Yep.
We get a little bit from referral companies.
Yeah.
And then the rest is usually just people have just found us or people have seen a property that we've got that we're selling around the corner and contacted us.
Nice. So how does your business run? How does your structure?
So I suppose the sales team, I don't have a massive sales team. So at the moment there's just 4 of us within my team.
Nice.
The way it works is we've got myself as the lead agent. We've got a secondary agent that's also a lead agent.
Yep.
We've got Hannah who's doing the marketing and also just helping out with some of the sales admin stuff.
Yep.
And then we've also got like an investment specialist that is handling a lot of the investors that we're getting in.
Yep.
Because the value to our business is obviously our rent roll.
Yep.
And it's important we just keep growing that rent roll. So we're really, with a lot of investors with the Olympics are trying to buy in Southeast Queensland and a lot in West End, Highgate Hill, South Brisbane.
Absolutely.
So we're finding a lot of those people who are buying now are investing in that area.
Yeah.
And so just to make sure that we can look after them, not from just what they're buying, but also that they know if they haven't bought an investment property before, what you need to look out for.
So this investment strategist, that's what you call her, is it?
Yeah, it's like a BDM.
Yeah. Is it a buyer manager as well, or is it?
She can handle a lot of the buyer inquiry as well. So if it's an investor buyer inquiry, well then she can contact them. We'll still do the selling of it.
Yeah.
But if we're selling it to an investor, well, she'll take over and make sure that we get the management.
Yep.
But also a lot of these inquiries that we're getting in, we're probably getting 50% of the inquiries are investors at the moment. I still think that 50% we can capitalise on once they do buy something, whether it's with us or another agent. It's just trying to get that in within our office as well.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, I guess that's a really good point of difference for you at a listing presentation as well, that you've got this buyer strategist in your investment strategist in your team who has got access to all of these investors, and that's probably a good plan of attack for you.
Yeah, definitely. So yes, exactly. So a lot of people, if they're investing for the first time, they don't understand how the property management side of it works. They might pick a suburb, pick a property they want to buy, look at the returns, but they won't know about just some of the, I suppose, the maintenance issues that may come up or the body corporate issues that may come up. That's where the investment lady comes in and can handle that and say, hey, it's all covered.
Yeah. I don't mind selling like units and townhouses, but they can be painful, eh?
Yeah.
A lot more things that come with them, especially with tenants involved as well.
Yeah, tenants is an issue. Just recently, a lot of the body corporate fees have gone up quite a bit because insurances have gone up. So insurances go up, body corporates go up. So a lot of people are remembering back in the day where they could get $50 a week for a body corp. Well, now they're at $150 a week, some of them. So a lot of people just are anti-units because of body corps. But if you understand the ins and outs of it, it's actually, you're getting cheaper rates. You're getting the free complex painted every 10 to 12 years for free, or you're paying for it in your body corps. So there's things like that too.
Yeah, you can offer a wealth of knowledge there for that type of seller, and
the returns are good though in these apartments. So I'm selling 1-bedroom units at the moment for $500,000 that are renting at $675 per week.
That's crazy.
The body corps are $4,000. Your rates are $1,800. So if you work it out, it's probably about $100 a week negatively geared, or $200 a week negatively geared.
Yeah.
So if you want to own a unit in West End, Highgate Hill or South Brisbane, you can keep that as a little foothold for the future.
Yeah. I got one in West End.
Yes.
Yeah. 370 I bought that.
Who manages that?
We do. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we look after that at the moment. But I had it empty for a while and just used to go there on weekends and enjoy that West End lifestyle. It's such a great spot. Good. It's really nice around there.
Definitely.
So, what are your goals? What are you trying to achieve right now? Obviously, you're a family man.
Yeah, definitely trying to work out the work-life balance is always tricky. You'll know that now that you got a kid. Trying to, I suppose, the Saturdays is the big thing for me, but that's why we've got a team, So I don't need to be there every minute of every day. I can sneak a couple of hours off on a Saturday to do this. Yeah. You're always there working, but I think that's just the value of being part of a team and having people that can support you when you need it. Yeah. Like, I know you and I know what you're like, and you're a really nice guy, but you're a mega hard worker, eh? Yeah, I probably don't work as many hours now as I used to back in the day, but we're very focused, and I'm not going to waste time doing something that's not dollar productive. So if we are going to take something on, we're going to do it. We're going to do it right. Yeah. But give us some reality here. So these youngsters that are watching this, what is it going to take for them to crack into becoming, a real estate agent that, is an attraction agent who can dominate a suburb? Yeah. What does it take? This podcast show is all about you, agents. It's all about giving you the tips, the tricks, the strategies to take your business and your life to the next level. I'm very passionate about helping real estate agents, and the more people that subscribe and like this show, the better guests we can get on and the more value we can bring to you. So follow us, give us a like, and tell your friends. Look forward to working with you. I was thinking about this before I came here, and and just little advice for some of these people starting out. When you're starting out, obviously you're motivated to get into the real estate sales industry. You don't have the leads, you don't have the contacts, you don't have the experience. But I think that what you lack in, I suppose, years of experience, you can make up for in information. Obviously, they'll be trained, and if they're with you, they'll get good training. But for me, if anyone's ever started with me, straight away I say, I want you to know everything about what's happening in West End. I want to know about what's happening with that bridge going out over there. I want to know what infrastructure's changing. I want to know about the Cross River Rail. I want you to know about every sale that's happened in the last year within the area. Now, I don't want them to do that on my time. I want them to do that on their time. So if they're going to research the market, they can research the market at night. They can go on realestate.com at night.
Have you gone and ate at the restaurant? Have you gone and walked that walk?
Yeah, and look, I've just listed one yesterday that owns the cafe around the corner. Like I'm meeting people all the time, and I think these people who you've got working in this office here, there's shops all up and down this street here. I'm sure they're going to get a coffee. I'm sure they're going to go and get lunch somewhere. Now, I'm not saying you walk in there and start trying to sell yourself, and every single person you meet, you're trying to skin them for a sale. But it's just being friendly and open and seeing how you can help these people. So just for some of these people starting out, A, you got to want it. B, you got to bring your motivation with you. I'm not going to sit there and clap every time you make a phone call. So you've got to come in and go, right, what am I going to do? When I'm going for a listing presentation, if I'm not with a lead agent, what can I add to the table that's different? Yeah, you've got enthusiasm. Everyone has enthusiasm. But what buyers do I have? What can I do that I think the other guys can't? And a lot of people, I find that they like to give that newer agent a go. And then once they've got a couple, then it's smooth sailing from there.
It's awesome. It's very good advice. I say to them all the time, it's just like, do you really know this location? Like, do you really know these people? Do you know the business owners? It's so important, and it's a relationship game, you know, and you've been doing this for how long?
22 years, 23 years.
It doesn't happen quickly, you know, it takes a bit of time.
And look, I've just got one coming to market on Monday that I sold her in 2004. Right? Bought it 2004, lived in it for a couple of years, naturally came to us for the management, lives overseas, did the video listing presentation, which you were telling me about that time. So I started doing video listing presentations.
Nice.
And then she's given it to us and staging, finishing today, photos tomorrow, launched Monday.
So good.
And that's just someone we just stay in contact. And that's the value of just bringing a lot of these leads or these transactions that we're doing is bringing the buyers over to us so that we've got them. And we can, whether it's helping them by giving them a mortgage broker that's going to look after that side of things, making sure that we've got a good team of maintenance people, but we're getting the business back if they're one of our managements.
Definitely. Yeah, when I've looked at your business over the last few years, I'm like, this guy's just like, he's relentless, he's a hard worker, he's not going anywhere, and he's obviously doing a good job for people, so that's why they're giving him the business. But then I do see this whole that, you know, if you were marketed like to the next level, you would just go, you know, so you've brought in Hannah to do this. So tell us what's your plan? Like, what's your plan of attack for marketing?
Look, in a perfect world, I'd probably put 2 more salespeople on this year. I'd probably want to keep it, if it was just me, a team of 6 would be ideal. I haven't thought about franchising and stuff like that or opening other offices at the moment. But just working with a good group of people, and obviously you want to sell more. So to sell more, you got to list more. So things like that. But it might be branching out into different markets too. Like in the last couple of years, I've done some project marketing. Where I've sold 15 units in Wollongabba and I've sold 8 units here or whatever. So that could be something else I delve into a little bit. But just like you, we're always learning, we're always improving, we're always tweaking. Like at the moment, I'm tweaking the listing presentation again.
Nice.
Just to, I suppose, just to keep fresh. And the market is changing. Buyers' demands are changing. And I'm finding even just now, just this information era, everyone wants information now. Right now. So making sure that before we put it on the market, that I've got everything ready.
Absolutely.
So once they like it, they can sign.
That's so good. Nice. And you said that, you know, potentially open to, you know, thinking down the track, maybe venturing out, opening a few offices, building a team, you know, so how would you attract that sales agent to your team?
If I was to open up another business, another metro city, it would be probably a strategic location and something like that.
Yeah.
But you'd obviously just want to have someone like-minded, someone like yourself.
Yeah.
It's a bit hard to go and do 100 things on your own. You need a team of people.
Yeah.
But obviously it would all start with someone who's got the same, I suppose, values as me.
Yeah.
If I ever did go into business with someone, I'd want to know, A, they're a hard worker.
Yeah.
It's a given.
Yeah.
But disciplined, but also just someone who wants to do the right thing by people.
Yeah.
You know, we're in the industry of helping people.
Yeah.
And that shines.
Yeah, nice.
Now the business processes and stuff like that in the back end, we've already got the business processes. They work beautifully.
Yeah.
But it's just a matter of, do we want to do that?
Yeah. Or
can we just keep growing where we are? Stuff like that.
I always think back to, like, you know, if I hadn't have gone down this path of, you know, trying to be, you know, the leader of the office and just stayed focused on my own sales business, like what I could have turned that into, you know, could have had 7, 8, and I still could potentially do that, but like I just feel like I'm being drawn towards, you know, wanting to help out these newer agents around me. I don't know, like it just feels like really rewarding when I help those agents out and they get a listing. It feels even better.
I totally agree with you. So when I see some of these young guys come in or girls come in and sell their first property or get their first listing presentation, it's brilliant. Yeah, it's like a proud dad moment.
Seriously.
So I totally agree, and I think it's a lot more rewarding. I've sold plenty of properties. Yeah, don't get me wrong, I love selling properties. Yeah, but no, it is good to see people do that, and I suppose take a step back and that's why I'm here today, is to, if there's anything that I can say or do to help or help inspire or give a little technique or a little whatever that someone's watching can say, hey, you know what? Maybe I'll try that, or maybe I'll implement that.
Well, your people might be listening right now, so you know they should connect to you. You know, if they want to be working in that location, there's probably no one better to be linking up with right now. But if you could change anything about this industry, you know, what would you change? Like, how would you improve this industry? You've been in this for 22 years. Like, what do you reckon?
Oh, geez, that's a tricky one. I think I love the technology side of things, and I know that we sometimes use technology to create shortcuts and be more efficient with what we do. Yeah. I still think, though, there's a place for sticking to the basics and that customer to customer interaction. We've got to be careful not to lose that. Yes. We can't automate too many things. And I know it is tricky and it is a challenge. So someone like me trying to teach X amount of years of knowledge to someone within 6 months is quite tricky. Yep. And so you've got your systems that they need to follow. But I suppose moving forward is obviously just about just always training, always training. Yeah. And it's not about getting someone to come and work with me and then pick up the phone book or give them a list of 100 names, say call them, then come back to me once you're finished. Yeah. There's better ways of doing things. Definitely. But just changing the industry, I just want to make sure that no one loses touch with people are people. People are going to be people, whether it's 10 years ago, 10 years in the future. You know what they're wanting to do. They're trying to solve a problem when they're selling their property or they're buying a property. And our job is to try to decipher that and be efficient by all means, but also just be understanding and don't be a robot agent and go, hey, I'm trying to help someone here to do what they need to do.
At the end of the day, you know, if we want to keep going down this AI tech path, like eventually, you know, they're going to figure out how to take us out. Well, so be careful what you're pushing, you know.
Well, they could sell it themselves, but I think that's where every negotiation's different. And the value add for me, if you get me to sell your property and I have 20 buyers in a room and it's a multiple offer scenario, I know that when that owner signs that contract, that is the best that's out there. Yeah. Now, I don't push anyone to do whatever they need to do. If you don't want to pay that, you don't have to pay that. If you don't want to increase, you don't have to increase. Yeah. But my job is just to make it a nice, smooth process. Yeah. Don't play games. Don't lie.
Absolutely.
And just make sure that owner knows, hey, it was done properly, and we got the result we wanted.
you clearly know what a real estate agent is supposed to be, which is the best negotiator.
Of course, and that's something that negotiation takes time to learn. There's a million different ways to close. There's a million different ways to overcome objections.
Yeah.
Over time, the agents will learn that.
Yeah.
But then it comes down to delivery too. Then it comes down to manner.
Yeah.
Comes down to trust.
Definitely.
And I think a lot of agents need to learn how to, I suppose, win an owner's trust, not by thinking that they need to tell them the high price or tell them what they want to hear, but just being honest and letting them know that, hey, you've got their best interest at heart as well.
Absolutely. That's absolutely perfect. Yeah. No, I love it. You're the man.
Yeah, cool.
Thank you so much. Like, wealth of experience there. Just a genuine, hardworking, good guy, and big things to come.
Yeah, cheers. Thanks.
Legend. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it.
Yeah.